When I first found out I was pregnant, I knew that abortion was the only option that I really could handle at that time. I felt completely overwhelmed and terrified. I knew that there was no way that I could raise a child, so I really did feel like abortion was the only possible outcome in this situation. I knew that time was running out, so I did go into the clinic and made the appointment to see the doctor. Sitting outside the abortion clinic in my car, I decided to Google the pregnancy center. When I went to the pregnancy center, I had told the ladies my decision to go to the abortion clinic. They knew the situation and they knew what I was worried about. They talked me through different options of what I could possibly do. They were very welcoming and very warm. They did offer me a free ultrasound. At first, I didn't want to take it because I knew that would probably solidify a decision, but in the end, I did. When you do hear the first heartbeats of your baby, as a mom, it makes it real, it makes it true, it makes you realize that there is another life. It's not just you. That was ultimately what helped me choose to keep my daughter and to choose life. They gave me strength, they gave me hope, and ultimately my daughter is here because of them.
Pregnancy is where life starts, and if we all think how important it is to take care of a baby, even though it's not born yet, and if everybody would consider that, I think things would be different.
Imagine a young girl afraid to tell her parents she's pregnant, perhaps she's in high school, or a young woman who is single and struggling to pay her bills. My name is Nicole Davis, and I am the Executive Director at Heart of the Hills Resources. So the Mom Center was originally founded by a group of women who had been working with Project Gabriel through St. Mary's Catholic Church. And when working with these women that would come back year after year, they found that they really wanted to come alongside these women and offer education and tools, thinking that if they could get to the root of the dysfunction in these families, they might be able to offer some resources that would stop this cycle.
Healthy women make healthy babies. I've known that. That's what I've been taught. I've seen it. I've been a nurse for 27 years. I've seen the women who just show up without prenatal care at the hospital.
We may be the only person that this individual interacts with before they make a decision, before they do something that changes their life forever.
Some come like they're worried, and you can see it on their face. And after they come, you can notice that they like, oh, okay, I found a place. They're gonna guide me. They're gonna tell me what to do. They're gonna help me out.
We've been fortunate because Fredericksburg is now one of the wealthiest communities in the country. However, it still has people in need. And because of the rich tourism and economy that we have been so greatly blessed with, we would call on people who have come here to remember Fredericksburg from its roots and how it started, which was helping each other.
I can't imagine for them how it is that sometimes they need something and they don't know how to ask or who to go to. They feel great that someone here that can speak their language. And when they tell me that, I feel like I feel good.
As Fredericksburg become more popular as a tourist attraction, people who do work in the service industry, there's much more of an income gap, and they find it harder and harder to be able to afford good health care, be able to afford just basic needs.
Now I have someone. I have someone that's thinking of me because I think of them. I have someone that's praying for me because I pray for them. And I have someone that's gonna be there for me if I need something.
Between the beginning of 2021 and 2023, we have seen a 300% increase in our client intake and our client service programs. So between the changes in legislation and just the growing population in our community, we are at the limit for the services we can provide.
The Dobbs decision, which made abortion illegal in Texas, has created, I think, more numbers coming through our door, more women who, because abortion is not as readily available, are thinking twice. And so looking for, since they know their support, when they hear about us, they come and say, okay, well, what can you do for me since I am going to go through with this pregnancy?
Over the past decade or so, Mom Center has seen several different homes, each one getting larger and offering, additional space as we've needed to grow with the addition of services and the growth in clients. But obviously none of them have been the perfect fit.
I mean, this is a beautiful facility and we're very blessed to have it. But we have outgrown this space yet again and are in need of a larger space with more exam rooms.
In 2022, we were offered a very generous donation of a beautiful piece of property. It is a prime location, directly located near the hospital and the high school and the OBGYNs here in town, which will make a very easy commute for our clients. Many of them are young, some are in school, many of them need close access to the hospital and to their local doctors. It's also on a side of town that is more apt to serve the lower income population. So one of the visions that we have in working with our benefactor and also local architects, Caroline and Matt Jarez with Sport and Country Architecture firm, is that the new center is this pinnacle of hope.
I'm Matt Jarez.
I'm Caroline Jarez.
And we are Sport and Country. We're the architectural practice here in town, and we're working on the Heart of the Hills.
So when we met with Heart of the Hills in their existing building, it was really clear to see that the building that they were in just didn't work for them. They were growing out of it. They needed more spaces to welcome people and more admin spaces for their staff here and for volunteers. They're just growing, and that's a great thing.
This new facility will be located on the corner of Live Oak and South Milam, and it is the perfect location. It's a bare lot that we're really going to take advantage of. We've had great discussions with the city and how to develop it, and this is just going to sit there very well. So the building is roughly 6,000 square feet. It's comprised of 2 waiting rooms, a reception area, multiple consultation rooms, executive offices, plenty of spaces for volunteers to work, a sonogram room, a lab, a chapel, and plenty of outdoor spaces.
So one of the things that is very important to us and the architects is that we stay in tune with the historical feelings of Fredericksburg.
We're really inspired by the German architecture, the German heritage that's throughout this town. It still exists today, and that's why everybody loves it.
So Heart of the Hills Resources is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We do not receive any federal funding. All of our donations are strictly from individual donors and in grants.
We humbly ask that you would consider making a donation to help us finish out the building and to better serve this community of women and families.
I ask y'all to really consider helping us grow to better serve the families and the women in this community.
We have the final plans being submitted to the city for a permit, and as soon as we get the permit, we are going to have a groundbreaking.
For more information, please send us an email at info.hoth.life or visit our website at heartofthehillstx.org.